Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock and this is City of Heroes on the Rebirth server. We are in Iron Phoenix mode with our character doing Iron Man with our level 10 martial arts super reflex scrapper. Haven't died yet. And we just got our, now unfortunately, toggle practice brawler. So one of the things I looked at as while I was offline, this is 0.26 a second. That's a pretty high rate of endurance drain for a toggle that's actually higher than focus fighting, so we got to make sure we put endurance reducers on that. So normally I would double slot this with recharge. I think I'm going to double slot it for endurance to keep the endurance cost down, because now we have yet another toggle to run as a super reflex scrapper. So one of the things I really liked about practice brawler was the damn thing wasn't a toggle. Alright, so looking forward, we're going to want to possibly do some inventions with this character as we get to higher levels. So I'm going to, now that we're at 10th level, I'm going to go ahead and do the missions for getting inventions. I'm not going to show all of it, but there is one battle, so I'll show you that and then I'll turn it off, and when we've finished inventing I'll bring you guys back. This is another one where you should be able to just optionally say, look, I've done this already, I don't need this tutorial, please just, give me a free level 10 invention. And oh, we gotta go back to the mission. See, I know this so well, I get ahead of myself. They could just, there should be just an option to skip this. Even if it's something like, if you skip Outbreak, you will skip all tutorials, and then all tutorial content is removed from your character's options for doing things. I would be okay with that at this point. As much as I like the Outbreak tutorial, I don't have to do it. Okay, so now we're gonna do the combat. Then we got to talk to the other guy. So I'll show you guys this so you can see that we don't die, and then after the combat is over, I'll pause while we do this. I also want to do Montague Castellaneta at some point. Castellaneta, how do you say his name? But we're going to randomly roll which contact we do after we finish this. So this should just be one quick battle, and then we're done. So we need to retrieve the salvage from the guys downstairs in the dorm building. By the way, at least Silver Phoenix, out of order, at least Silver Phoenix probably lives somewhere around here. Although it seems like all they have in this building are restrooms and elevators. Double doors, probably not for a bedroom, but this should be a dorm building. And theoretically, this should be similar to where Silver Phoenix would be living, right, in one of these rooms. Silver Phoenix, of course, being the character on Homecoming who is a college student at this university. Iron Phoenix, I think I've decided, is older, right? She's finished college, maybe, and now is a full-time superhero. Man, constant missing with an 86% chance to hit. I think that's probably going to be the death of this character. Either me being overconfident, over-aggroing, but miss streaks. So, in terms of comparing to other characters, our blaster, I checked, got to level 10.2, just barely into level 10. So if this character gets 3 beads in, we've beaten the blaster, and then all we have to do is get to level 12 to beat our Corruptor. And then on the way to level 19 to beat the Guardian. But you can already see, oh, I was going to say you can already see that the endurance is being drained, but I had super jump on, so that's not a fair comparison. I hear a glowy. Here it is. So this is the salvage that these guys are trying to steal. Mission's complete, but of course we will beat up the bad guys. So last time we got a defensive power. I guess at level 12 we will get an offensive power, probably Focus Chi, possibly Cobra Strike. We'll see. I like to try to alternate. We have 3 of each right now. On the other hand, we are probably going to need Focus Senses, but we can't run that toggle until we've got these other guys' endurance reduced. So why is this down here? Because we're going to have 3 regular defensive toggles up here once we're done. I'm going to actually move this down and move this down and move this down. Okay, so I will continue this tutorial for making inventions, and I'll bring you guys back when we're done since there's no further risk. Alright folks, we're back. And I put the enhancement to 11%. It's a little better than a training, but not as good as a DO at level 10, and I put it in Storm Kick. So we'll keep it there till we get DOs, and maybe we'll take it out. Alright, so we've completed this, and now we have a list of contacts, and we're going to have to roll a d6 and see which one we're going to go to first. Oh, and speaking of powers, yeah, I think at level 12 I'm going to get Combat Jump, actually. I really want that power for mobility in combat, and it will give us a little bit of defense, not a lot. So let's see. Contacts. So Carla will be 1. Haley is 2. Jill is 3. Lorenzo is 4. Montague is 5. And Wilson is 6. So let's see. Who are we going to get first? 1. So we start at the top with Carla Brunelli. So we're going to Skyway City. This would suck if we were trying to do this without Super Jump. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still on the fence. I really want to get Combat Jumping. Maybe I could get it at 14. Perhaps we get Focus Chi at 12 just to do more damage. And then we can get Combat Jumping at 14. But then we have to wait till 16 for Focus Senses, or 18 even for Focus Senses. And I don't know that I want to do that, because we need at least 1 more attack to fill in our attack chain. Yeah, I'm not sure. By the way, guys, so how did I know Carla Brunelli was going to be to the north? Do I remember where she is? Absolutely not. I just did the logic of, well, it's a level 10 to 14 contact. So my guess is the level 10 to 14 contacts are probably going to be in the level 10 to 14 part of the city. That's probably true. But honestly, even though I've done this so many times, I don't have specific memories of where all of the contacts are. Now we're going to fight Gears. And we're going to Paris Park, so I think we're going to just mission teleport there. Actually, no, stop. Paris Park is right here. Let's just go that way. I always forget that there's an entrance to Paris Park here in Skyway City. We're 10th level now, so Paris Park shouldn't be, a problem in terms of getting attacked. There are things up to level 12 or so in that zone, but most of the stuff that's in the area where you would be hopping around is below level 10 and below. So we should be alright. It'll be mostly white cons and greens and blues and grays. This area could have some purples in it. If they're level 14, but fortunately Super Jump is so fast that you might take a shot, but you get out of their aggro range too fast for them to go after you. And of course, they're on the entire other side of the park. One happy benefit, or whatever you want to call it, to the closing in of the canopy. So let me sort of bring this back. When Paris Park was out in beta, in early beta, all the little corridors and stuff, you could fly up. The canopy wasn't closed in, right? So you can kind of see it here. You see where it's flat, and then there's stuff coming up. Where it's flat was open. And so there were all these different areas that were open, and you know, all the little tunnels through Paris Park, and you could just fly up. And the developers decided that players were, you know, cheesing it, right? They were flying up and avoiding, you know, going through the tangle of the woods and fighting hazard zone mobs. So they closed in the canopy. And the only reason I know that is because when I first got into closed beta, there was a huge thread on the discussion board where the players are basically griping about this because they didn't like that it was closed in. Um, they thought it didn't make sense that a superhero wouldn't be able to just fly up through the trees, even if you're going to get some leaves and branches on you. A superhero should be able to fly up through the branches and um, and get out of the forest. But the developers didn't want us doing that, so they closed in the canopy. One of the positive side effects of that is because it's a ceiling and not trees, it's completely flat. You can jump over the top of it and no risk. Whereas if the canopy were open, there'd always be a chance that you could fall down into the area and get caught by a hazard zone size spawn of enemies. Now there's no chance of that. I can just super jump right over the top and there's no risk. Of course, most of the other travel modes other than super speed, there would be no risk because you just fly or teleport over that anyway. And you can see, even without super jump running, that running these two toggles together is pretty rough. I'm actually going to turn off practice brawler for now. I don't think these guys stun very often. And so we'll just, you know, not worry about that too much. Yep, misses are going to be the death of this character. Guaranteed. See, that's the saving grace, right? You knock them back. They can't do anything to you while knocked back. Knock them back again. There we go. So we need to defeat Gears. Doesn't look like this is defeat all, so I'm not going to crawl all over the map, although I think we've got everybody at this level. So we'll turn on Practice Brawler if we're fighting guys who do mez like the Lost. But we're going to keep it, and bosses and stuff, and certain lieutenants, but we'll keep it off for just fighting generic enemies because it really drains that endurance. Until we get DOs in there and get a couple of slots on it. In fact, I think level 11 I'm going to slot it immediately so I don't forget. With 2 single origin endurance reducers on it, we should get it down to like 0.18 or so a second. Wow, we have 4 lux. That is awesome. So the tray I started with 2 accuracies, 2 damage. We don't need a break free. I had 3 heals and 3 lux, but 2 heals and 4 lux is okay too. Yeah, this character definitely needs a heal. He needs heal inspirations most of the time because she has no way to self-heal, right? All of her powers are just dodgy. Can we kick him? Nope, missed again. Double. Always 2 in a row. 3. So I have 86% chance to hit, but I actually hit like 60%. In that fight with an 86% chance to hit, 82 to 86%, I should have missed no more than once. And yes, you know, sometimes it happens by random chance, but it seems like it happens way too often in this game. So now, of course, the problem with practice brawling, this is why I hate toggles. You got to keep the toggles off until SOs, pretty much. You can't. I can't run this toggle all the time, or we're going to be constantly puffing, huffing and puffing. So you got to keep the thing off, and then I've got to remember to engage it when I come up to a boss. Of course, to be fair, with the click power of practice brawler, I wouldn't have it on. It wouldn't be perma right now, and I'd have to remember to click it. But because it's a click power, I probably would have, right? Whereas a toggle, you tend to set it and forget it. So hopefully I will remember when we find gears to turn on practice brawler. Don't think he'll be upstairs, but let's take a look. So we're right now right about where the blaster was when he died. Our ice blaster. Is that gears? There he is. Oh, he's a red boss. Ouch. Okay, well, we're going to try to pull the minion. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on practice brawler before I forget. And, oh, it's a good thing we did a pull because there's a patrol back here. And we would have been caught. If they came into the room while we were fighting gears, we would have been overwhelmed. Even though they're just minions, at this level, fighting 3 minions and a red boss is pretty rough. So it's sort of interesting that the minion who was with gears is +0, even though he's +1. Fighting a red boss at this level is pretty brutal. Let's see what we got here. And there's another +0 minion. This is very weird. Why is he +1? Very strange. Alright, I'm going to go up. Is there anybody up here? There isn't. So 2 Lux, we're going to want accuracy. We're going to actually want all the damage we can do. And in we go. Alright, so we took care of the minion. And we knocked him down, which is really good. So now I'm going to hold... Oh, we're getting ambushed too. I'm going to hold crane kick and try to knock him down again. Nope, didn't work. And he's summoning more little guys. And this is a brutal mission. I think this is the one that killed the blaster, no? Let's add another luck just to make sure we can't get hit, and we should be alright. The main problem is going to be endurance, but we do have a couple of blue pills. Wow, this is quite the ambush. No wonder the blaster got himself killed. This is nuts. Yeah, it's going to take me just about every inspiration I've got to beat these guys. Look at this, I'm surrounded. I am really surprised they do this to beginning characters. Oh, I keep trying to hit the cogs and not the stupid gears. Alright, we can take off practice brawler. Our endurance is really suffering. Oh, we got a blue. That's great. That's exactly what we needed. And of course, the other reason the endurance is suffering is because they're shooting electricity at us, which drains endurance. Wow. That is insane. That is brutal. I can easily see why the blaster died from that. That is nuts. The gears are irrelevant, but I mean, I could stand here all day and not attack them and they can't defeat me. But wow. Looks like there's another ambush coming. Yeah, here it comes. Wow. That is pretty crazy. Yeah, and he was a +1 boss, so he summoned +1 minions too. Well, guys, we beat the blaster. We survived what the blaster could not. And we're almost halfway through level 10 after that. Goodness. Okay, let's take a look at these enhancements. Do we have anybody near here? It should be alright. It's Paris Park. We're alright. Let's take a look. We can add some accuracy to Crane Kick. We can add a recharge to Storm Kick. We can add a damage to Storm Kick. That's something. A little bit. A little bit of an improvement. Alright, so now we go back to Carla Brunelli. And where are we? On the map. Let's go to Steel Canyon, I guess. Rather than hopping through here, we'll hop through Steel Canyon. Yeah, so these guys are all lower level. A couple of them are high, level 10, you know. This is about the top of the zone's level, right? Level 10. There are some higher level ones down in here. In the Gaiman Woods area, the Proteans, I think, or whatever they're called. They get up to level, I think, 12, 13, something like that. Oh, you know what? We don't actually need to go to the auction house, but let's check and see if what we put up for sale sold. Nope, still selling. So we'll just leave it. Somebody will buy it eventually, I hope. So now we'll go back to Carla and tell her we did your dirty work. We got ambushed. We almost got killed. You know, Liberty last died around level 10 to an ambush too. And we need to buy some inspirations. Somebody don't let me forget from Carla. This character is just doing so awesome. I absolutely love it. I don't know if any of my other characters could have survived that ambush. Between doing the damage that we do and the dodging ability against many melee attacks, that's mostly what they were doing to me, right? The 13% plus 25 from 2 Lux gets us to 38. It almost floors them. Saved our butts. Let's talk to her about the store. Here we go. Get a couple Lux. Get a respite. As much as we need the endurance, I don't know that we can afford it. You know what? Let's go ahead and take 1. And then 2 insights, because we want to make sure we hit. Stop pushing me. And Clockworks in Steel Canyon or Rescue Scientists. Let's go Rescue Scientists from the Clock. So I guess we're going to be rescuing people from the Clockworks and stopping the Clockworks with her. She must be a Clockwork contact. So I guess we're going to get the Clockwork story arc. Don't remember, but now we should be getting story arcs, right? Because we're into this zone. We're out of the beginning zones of Atlas and King's Row. And now the original game, they started giving you story arcs. You didn't actually know it. Like when you first started to play, I don't know that you didn't realize you were on a story arc, right? You didn't, because they didn't have the book icon. And so you never knew when you were on one until you got started with it, and then you kept getting stuff about that enemy. And often, just like with her, there were 2 missions to do with the enemy, and so it wasn't always clear which one went with the story arc until you were into it a while and started getting clues, and then you realized, oh, I'm on a story, right? And then, you know, you learn that they're called story arcs and in the game, and um, it's not that City of Heroes invented the term story arc. They took it from comic books, um, but I do believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I do believe City of Heroes may be the only MMO. I'm not sure about Champions Online. I don't remember. But City of Heroes may be the only MMO that has story arcs. Like, they actually call them story arcs. And I'm not saying that other MMOs don't have things like a story arc that functionally are identical, but I don't know if they call them story arcs. There are other games, I think, that have missions. Any sort of more modern RPGs will have missions rather than quests. But I don't know if any games have anything they officially call story arcs that work like a COH story arc, you know? I don't know. That's a good question. Anybody who knows the answer, let me know. Like, well, I guess you can tell me you also don't know of one. But I guess if you know of a game, besides Champions Online, which was made by some of the same people that made this game, that has story arcs, let me know. And let me know in the comments if Champions Online has them. I just don't remember. But yeah, story arcs go usually with episodic narratives. So you don't usually see a story arc referenced in, say, a fantasy novel. Story arcs are usually used, or in movies that much. Usually a story arc is used in comic books or in episodic television. Or I guess probably serialized radio shows as well. I really want to take Brawl and the Nemesis staff out of my cycle. Alright, let's see if we can turn this white. So we're doing a little bit better, right? We're doing 27 damage instead of 25. We have 1.17 accuracy instead of 1.05, and we're at 5.5 seconds recharge instead of 6 for Storm Kick. Not too bad. Okay, minion first. Yeah, so we're getting to the point where 3 hits does not take them out, the minions. Gonna need to use a heal here. Hate using it early. We might need it against Grease Ball, especially if he's gonna ambush me like Gears did. Yikes. And these are all yellow. So we're going to have to wait here, guys. I'll bring you back when our health bar is ticked up. Alright, we are back. Double misses. Yep, that's what's going to kill this character is the miss streaks. 3 misses. 4 misses. Right now I have to take a heal because of all the misses, not because of anything else. That's just ridiculous. And we're looking at something like 86% to hit. I'm going to have to take the other heal. From yellow cons. Let's try to do a little more damage. Use a blue. I mean, that's what they're there for. You may as well use them. I am a little bit worried about what's going to happen when we fight Greaseball. Oh boy, I just accidentally aggroed the orange con too. Alright, time to invoke some luck and hope we don't die. Yep, mist streaks are going to kill me. Yep. Wow. Alright, but to be fair, that was 4 yellow minions and an orange lieutenant. At this level, we can't be too upset about that. So this hole, no heals, no extra lux, that worries me a little bit. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up some more inspirations as we go. And hopefully we'll pick up the right ones. And by the way, we're doing all that missing with extra enhancements actually now on our powers. Gosh. Missing 3, 4, 5 times. Let's pull these guys back so we don't get caught. Alright, and now minion first. Miss, miss. Gosh. See if we can do some knockback. There we go. That's what we want to see. Try to knock him back again. Yes. See, he doesn't even get to attack when you do that. There we go. Excellent. And we got some defense. Good. I'm going to go ahead and use the sturdy here and hope for another heal or a luck. So their guy's up and down. Alright, so we're going to need to do a pull here. And there's another hostage. Boy, we have 4 more hostages to save. Okay, so this is going to be a long mission. I do apologize. I didn't realize how big this mission was going to be. Probably should have stopped. So this is going to be a long episode. And of course, at this level, you know, at higher level, you just go through this map as fast as you can go through it, right? But at this level, you have to pull. You have to, you know, be careful, or you can die. And again, you know, with a normal character, you don't care so much, but with an Iron Phoenix character, you do have to care. And Cannon Knight, okay. I didn't realize he was there. Let's use a luck. Let's use an accuracy, because you keep missing. I just aggroed somebody else, I can hear it. Okay, we got him. Alright. Phew. Ah, we got some heals. Good. Alright, guys. I'm going to pause it here. We'll wait until our health ticks up. Oh, wait. We have rest right here. We'll go ahead and use it. It's supposed to be recharged. What's going on? There we go. Okay, I'm a little less worried since we've got a couple of heals back. I'd like to get one more luck if I can. So let's free this hostage. Yeah, needing to put that 4th blow on these guys. Before we were able to get them in 3 shots, but as you level up, you need to increase the damage output with your enhancements or you stop being able to do it in 3 shots. That definitely hurts too. Alright, let's see. We can add a recharge here to make that white. Looks good. Thought I saw some guys up here, I guess not. Alright, so this is a dead end. Yeah, I really want combat jump. I missed that power. Being able to steer while you jump. Yes, we're already at 34 minutes. I do apologize for the excessive length of this mission, but I didn't I didn't realize how late it was when we got started. Ah, more yellows. Gosh. Well, let's do a poll. Don't know how much good it did since all three of them came, but at least... And man, all three of them hit me, too. Ranged attacks. Knockback? Nope, we missed. Yeah, you can beat the yellow cons, but my gosh, it takes everything you've got to beat them. Wow. Alright, I'll pause it here and I'll bring you back when our health bar is back up to max. Alright, we're back. So we have 3 scientists and we have to fight Greaseball. Great, missed again. Come on, click. Let's do a little more damage. Okay. Yep, every 3 yellow spawn pretty much requires a stop and rest. But, guys, we're almost 11th level. We might level in this mission, given how big it is. Okay. How much further do we have? Oh yeah, we still got a long way to go. So 3 more scientists and Greaseball. Okay, well these are +0, so that'll help. Doesn't help when I double miss. It's happening an awful lot. I don't remember the miss streaks happening as much with my other characters. It's really weird because martial arts is supposed to be more accurate than the other abilities by a little bit, right? As 1.05 base accuracy. Let's see. Wow. Let's see what else is around here. Got a Cannonite upstairs. Oh, there's another hostage. And oh, is that another hostage? No, that's just another spawn. Alright, let's get this hostage free. Also getting very unlucky a couple times with the knockbacks. You know, where like, if I kicked that guy off the platform, that would have given me time to fight the other guy. Like that? That would have given time for me to fight the other guy without being attacked. Right? How are we doing on enhancements? No, that's the wrong one. Hang on. Here, we can put this on +1, right? And it looks like the rest of these we don't need. How are we doing on salvage? Oh, we got another orange. Yeah, we might be able to sell that for a decent amount too. Okay. See, it's like, okay, we knocked him back. Let's finish him. Nope, miss. Got him. Okay. Can we pull this guy? Oh, that's another one I need is Warrior's Challenge. We knocked him right off. That's perfect. Bye-bye. I just love how aggressive martial arts is. Of course, or let's put it this way. I don't know that it's more aggressive than, say, Dark Melee, but it feels it to me. It feels like the most aggressive power set in the game. The disadvantage of that, of course, is it makes me more aggressive. And I get in over my head, right? Let's see, that's a dead end, that's a dead end, so we're just going this way. Yeah, guys, I think I'm going to have to get combat jump at 12. I just can't. Maybe I could delay it till 14, but I've got to get it. I want focus chi too, though. Ugh. There's so many powers I want. I can't take them all. Is that him? That's Greaseball. All right, so we're gonna have to clean this. We're gonna have to clean this room out. I'm gonna go at him last, just so we don't accidentally aggro the other guys. We do have a nice tray of inspirations now. There are two things I wish you could enhance that you can't. One is the crit chance. I mean, there are the archetype origins. You guys probably won't see me get those with this character because she'll die long before that. But the ATOs do improve crit, but I wish you could enhance for crit chance. I would absolutely do it on my attacks. And I wish you could enhance for knockback mag. You can't actually, I don't think you can ever enhance for the magnitude of a Mez. Even like hold and immobilize, all you can do is increase the duration. You cannot increase the mag. If it were me, I'd be increasing the mag. Especially of knockback. I would love to improve the chance of knocking back. Alright, so let's pull. And my guess is we'll level on the completion of this mission. I don't think we'll be able to level off the white cons in this room. So either defeating Greaseball himself or getting the mission complete will probably do it. Right, because each minion is 24 XP. And we need 109. Let's see if we can pull this guy. Nice crit there. Perfect timing. So does Greaseball have any buddies with him? If he doesn't and he's orange, and I don't know if we're going to get ambushed. He has one buddy. There's no way to pull that guy, so let's go ahead and just go at it. And Greaseball time. Try to do more damage. I mean, we may as well go all the way. Knocked him over, that's what I like to see. Seems like he's not as powerful as Gears, and we've leveled up. And we've completed the mission. Not Gears, what was his name? The guy from the last mission. We are being ambushed. Interesting. But they're all blue cons. And we have our level up bonus. So they have no chance. Like literally I can one-shot them with Crane Kick. Alright folks. Out we go. Let's go ahead and level up. Level 11. This character is now our third highest. Behind the Guardian and the Corruptor, I believe. We'll take a look when we head outside. And we're in Atlas Park, so we'll have Ms. Liberty help us out. So let's check our email. So this character has now moved up. We've beaten our Dominator, we've beaten our Blaster. We're level 11, we're just under the Corruptor, and we're now the highest level character. I'm not surprised. Highest level character that I've done sort of purely without any inspirations that come from the email. So we're 11th level, guys. No deaths yet. Come close a couple times, had to stop and rest a few times, but we're doing pretty well. And now remind me, what are we doing? We're getting a second slot on Practiced Brawler. We have 30,000 influence, that's not too bad. We don't need any of these recipes, so we can sell those. And that's right, we wanted to see if we could sell source code. So let's try. Let's see how much it's selling for. Hopefully it'll be more than the other thing. 19 biddies, 74 for sale, 1 sold for 11. Well, it's 5,000 to sell to the vendor, right? So let's sell it for 7,500. That'll be a profit. We'll see if it sells. If it doesn't even sell for 7,500, I'm going to stop trying to sell these things because they're apparently much more readily available now. Okay, so so if we look at Practice Brawler, hang on, let's get out of this for a sec. If we look at Practice Brawler, right, the enhancements it can take is Endurance, Charge, Recharge Speed, and Heal. Not going to put Heal on it. So we're just going to put a second slot on it for Reduced Endurance because it's so expensive and we want to run it all the time. And then we'll put another slot on Crank Kick. Even build. That's what I like to do with these guys. Alright. Let's call our contact. She thanks us, and we're going to do more with her, but that will be next time, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. We're at level 11 with our Iron Man mode Scrapper, Iron Phoenix. And until next time, I am Scrapperlock, and this has been City of Heroes on the Rebirth server.